Previously on the assets.
My name is Aldrich Ames. I work for the CIA.
Our dead drop was intercepted 2 days ago in Moscow. Last night, we learned with certainty that our asset had been executed.
We've lost more assets in the last 3 months than at practically any other time in our history.
You keep everything in your life separate. Work, family, assets.
They have an into the agency, Art. They've cracked us.
We are both spies! And I got you spying!
I am senior counterintelligence colonel in the KGB, and I wish to defect.
One of the first things I told him, and I think we have agreed on, that words are not going to be enough. It will take deeds to eliminate the suspicions and the mistrust on each other's part.
What's that mean to you?
So he just up out of nowhere saunters into the U.S. Embassy and asks for asylum?
The sun was out. Maybe they decided it was a nice day to defect.
Right.
He's in the Rome walk-in room waiting for a preliminary debrief, okay?
Trace memo. 10 stations responded. Early background, it's limited.
Take what we can get.
Vitaly Yushchenko, 49 years old, born Smolensk, USSR. He was a naval officer, then moved to the KGB. He's currently a colonel, deputy chief of the first directorate at Moscow.
Foreign espionage and counterintelligence?
Extensive overseas experience, the Middle East, Cairo, the US. We think he served in the Soviet embassy in DC as well.
What are the exfiltration plans?
Rome station chief believes the KGB will start looking for the colonel in the next 4 hours. Once they realize he's gone, he expects they'll do pretty much anything to get him back.
He's airborne. We fly him in French airspace, UK, then North Atlantic to Canadian territorial boundaries. Flight time 10 hours and puts him in Andrews at 5:30 tomorrow morning.
Okay. By the time he lands, the KGB will be in full-blown panic mode. I want a security detail at the airport, a hangar, a safe house outside of DC, 2 separate travel convoys to get him there, one real, one decoy. It is unlikely, but we cannot rule out the Russians trying to go after him on our soil. Okay, get with it. Rick, what do you know about Yushchenko?
Well, I've skimmed his file.
We'll get up to speed. I want you at Andrews at dawn to meet him.
What?
Your counterintelligence. I want you to be initial debrief. Drill down, get answers fast. We're in trouble, you'll know why.
Yes, sir.
I need to meet you now.
Aldrich.
Damn it.
You must not call me at the embassy. The Americans are listening. You know this.
A KGB colonel defected today in Rome, First Chief Directorate.
What is his name? This colonel.
Vitaly Yurchenko.
Never heard of him.
And who the hell cares? He walked into the damn U.S. embassy and he asked for asylum.
Sometimes they fall through the cracks. The disenchanted ones.
He'll know me! All about me. He'll tell them everything. I'll spend the rest of my life in a maximum security prison. What am I gonna do? I'm his initial debrief. Can you believe that?
The debrief. It's an opportunity. Remember the unfortunate spy, Alexander Agarodnik. I believe it was you who supplied him with a pill to end his suffering, quickly, undetectably. You don't have to use that pill on yourself. It will work equally well on another.
Are you saying that I should...
I don't give advice. I lay out options. The path will come clear. Do not call the embassy again.
You don't need this, Alexander.
You have no idea what KGB does to traitors, Mr. Ames. I want the option of dying like a man.
The cyanide pill is here, in the top part of the pen. The tubing is weakened. You put it in your mouth, bite hard, take 3 quick breaths. Your heart will stop instantly. There.
Oh, thank you. And may never need it.
It was date night, you know.
Something came up at work.
Just tell me the truth. Is there someone else? Is it a big, hairy Russian guy? Handlebar mustache? I could gain weight, you know. Stop shaving. Good night.
Night.
I wonder what he's like, this guy. I mean, who just up and betrays their country like that? Time to go to work. Kolishenko, welcome to the United States of America. We have a safe house waiting for you. Let's get you into one of these cars.
Colonel Yurchenko.
My name is Aldrich Ames.
Require herbal tea for my digestion. Rosehip and a lemongrass. I hope that you have this at your safe house.
Tea? Absolutely. Whatever you need.
Very good.
Everybody seeing and hearing this?
We're up and running.
Rick, what's going on with you? You with me?
I'm with you. Colonel Yurchenko, I just want to say from all of us here at the agency how incredibly pleased and honored we are to have you here.
Your agency has been penetrated.
There is a mole in the CIA.
A mole.
In the CIA, a traitor.
Da. Yes. Feeding the KGB intelligence.
Well, that seems highly unlikely.
You say it's unlikely. Why? Why is it unlikely? Because your people are so happy? Because they're so in love with your government? Or is it because you believe in utopia of Central Intelligence Agency and you think that no one will ever betray it?
Because we run extremely tight counterintelligence. Because our officers are vetted and tested repeatedly.
You Americans are so arrogant. I tell you that there is a traitor in your midst. And you talk to me about procedure. Okay. Don't believe me. I need tea. Now.
He's lying. It's a misdirect to confuse us.
Why lie? The guy already defected. Nothing to gain.
He's controlled, fully operated by Handren Lubyanka.
He seems unstable. And why does he need herbal tea? Maybe he's a nut who wants attention.
You're both wrong. Put yourself in his place. This is a traumatic moment for him. Making the decision to defect, the plane ride, the debrief, he's anxious. He wants us to take him seriously, to believe that he's important. If he is telling the truth, we're gonna have to draw it out of him.
We'll keep him talking.
If Yurchenko's telling the truth, if there is a mole...
It would explain how we've lost our assets.
It would also mean that every asset we have left in the Soviet Union has potentially been burned. The moment the KGB realize we've got Yurchenko and he's talking, there'll be nothing stopping them from arresting all our people and killing them on the spot. I can pull all relevant files. Look for any mentions of Yurchenko in the last 10 years, any reported behavioral oddities.
Put together a small team.
I also need to make phone calls, long distance, to Canada.
Why don't you go get his herbal tea? Huh? No. I'll keep him comfortable here. Keep him talking. Okay. Will do.
Grab a file. We're looking for any mention of Vitaly Yurchenko. Sightings, pass-bys, developmental meetings. We need to figure out if Yurchenko is a liar or crazy or both. Then we look for possible intersections between our assets and the First Directorate. How would this particular KGB colonel know about a CIA mole? Where would that intel have come from? We need to know which assets are most in danger, and we need to know now. Okay, I'll take that one.
And Rick, push him for the name. Gently, but push.
Shouldn't we wait till it's just me and him alone? I mean, what if the mole is watching the video feed?
First things first, the name.
Got it. Mag is gone. Get your tea. Colonel, if there's a mole in the CIA, the agency needs to know who that person is. And we need to know now.
Who is the mole? Who is he? It could be anybody, couldn't it? Look at me. Nobody in the KGB thought that I would defect. I was trusted, loyal. But here I am with you, betraying my country. So who is the American mole? It could be any of you. Anybody watching us now, in the lens, there, in the camera. Do you know what I think? I think that it is you.
I assure you I'm not a traitor. Not a traitor, no.
So everybody say I am not the mole. Only I have the proof. Only I have the knowledge. But first, I must go to Montreal in Canada. There is someone very important that I must see. Until then, nothing.
I got a hit. Yurchenko is mentioned in a report May 18th, 1979, Cairo. Approached by a case officer. Recruitment rebuffed. No notes on his state of mind.
Good. Keep going.
Я за документами.
Товарищ полковник, оставьте дверь открытой.
Слушаю.
когда надо. Понимаю, да? Угу. Номер скажите, пожалуйста. Да. Хорошо. Подожду. Да, записываю. Угу. Понял. Да успеем, конечно. Успеем. Да. Завтра? Да, будет. Куда? Нет, почему? Понял, хорошо, до свидания.
This is junk. Low-level intelligence that gives us nothing about ballistic missile capabilities? No targeting? No strategies?
I think he's struggling with our technology. The cable said his camera stopped working.
Okay. What about the quality of the intelligence he's given on a scale of 1 to 10?
5?
1.
So he's a dangle, set up by the KGB, trying to draw us out.
Distinct possibility. I mean, look at this list he sent us. Ballpoint pens, Rolex watch. Now, why is Top Hat asking for this stuff? What the hell is a size 6 circle hook?
Fish hook for catching lake trout. It fits perfectly in their mouths. I grew up in the country.
Hey, do you want to go grab a bite? New hobby?
Can't really say.
Right.
Wallace? This is the watch I bought for Top Hat. This is a surveillance shot of Top Hat and his direct GRU superiors. Look at the general on the far right. Look at his wrist. Top Hat is using our gifts to climb up the GRU ladder so he can be a better spy for us.
That's a pretty big leap, Sandy.
I've studied this man for months now. I know him. I understand how he thinks. He's smart and committed, and he's being fast-tracked to becoming a general. I believe that given the right tools, he could be our jewel in the crown. He could help us win the Cold War, but he needs better spy gear. Our embassy's holding a cocktail party in Moscow in 2 weeks. Military friendship. Our case officer could invite Polyakov.
And give him Unique. Unique is the best spy technology this agency has developed in 10 years. We deliver it to Top Hat and he gives it to the KGB. Heads will roll, Sandy. My head and yours. Okay. Go for it.
Alexander Огородник! Вы арестованы за измену Родине!
Подождите, одну минуточку.
Скорую! Вызовите скорую! Быстрее!
Colonel, I got your tea. So now you give us a name, right? Right?
I know his code name. The KGB call him Mr. Robert.
Okay, a code name is great, but we need details. Tell me something about this guy. Bio, distinguishing characteristics.
Your traitor is a man with problems. Money problems, relationship problems, drinking problems. Now, my trip to Montreal.
No, now you tell me.
Okay. Now let's take 5. I'll call Langley. Check on that. And make your tea.
Yuchenko gave up a code name. The mole is Mr. Robert. We need to start from the beginning and check for it. Every single document.
Наше ТВ. Так, с победой. Поздравляю вас. И сам себя. Пока.
General Polyakov, glad you could make it. And the weather has been good in Moscow lately, hasn't it?
What do you have for me? Another sophisticated camera. Americans and their technology. Do you think that's what wins war? Character wins war. Bravery. Will your technology make you unafraid of death? At every turn, Americans roll over. Show their belly. Do you really think Communist Party of Soviet Union will ever show its belly? Never. They are animals. You must put them in the grave first. Do you understand?
It's a camera that transmits data from 100 yards away.
Fine. Yes. The weather has been quite good lately. nonsense. I will win you Cold War by myself.
Kurtsky Railway Station, track 4, 9th garbage can from the end. Hey, good night.
told reporters yesterday the only way his administration was willing to sign this treaty was on the basis of new intelligence he received about Soviet missile capabilities. According to White House sources, that classified information came directly out of the Soviet military machine.
You were right about Polyakov. He's our jewel in the crown.
Remember Jackson Thomas from middle school?
Of course. Lives on 3rd.
Parents are splitting up.
Really? Wow. You say why?
His mom was never home. And his dad caught her sleeping with her accountant. Guess the accountant is super weird looking too. Go to my room. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Rosario, it's me. It's Rick.
Hey, baby. What are you doing? Are you coming for dinner?
Honey, go get your passport.
Why? What's going on?
And I think you should pack a bag.
What's going on, Rick? Why should I do that?
Just trust me. I love you.
Rick.
To your health.
Rosehip and lemongrass.
That's what the package said.
And my trip.
You're a go. Montreal, great city. So, marital problems. A drinker. Well, I could describe any number of CIA officers or KGB agents for that matter. We'll give you whatever you want. You're in the land of plenty now, Colonel. But I need to know exactly what you know. Who is the mole?
Your mole, Mr. Robert. He have addictive personality, which is why you fired him. He was about to be sent
to Moscow station, but he failed polygraph. He is ex-CIA, but he is very, very angry. to our advantage.
Did you say ex-CIA?
He no longer works for the agency.
Son of a bitch. You think it's...
I know it is. Pull out every file we've got on Edward Lee Howard.
Will you excuse me for a moment?
Boss, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a relief. Now I know who the mole is.
We know who the mole is. Ex-CIA. We fired him 2 years ago for drug and alcohol use. Officer's name is Edward Lee Howard. Bastard sold us out.
How much does he know?
Pipelined him from Moscow Station. I fired him a week before he left. He knows everything.
Each red mark is an intersection between the First Chief Directorate, Vitaly Yushchenko, and an at-risk asset. Each red mark represents the increasing chance that an asset has been reported to the KGB. And now, we have a verified traitor who may know the name of every single one of these people.
Дедушка! Дедушка!
Да, любовь моя.
Я тоже хочу попробовать половить рыбу. Покажешь мне?
Да. Но надо ловить именно так. Иначе ты ничего не поймешь. Так. Туда, обратно, туда, обратно. Как кнутом.
Там жук на конце.
Муха. Рыба любит мух.
Дедушка.
Отец в Москве последнее время поговаривает. Ходят слухи.
Пусть говорят. Пустая болтовня.
О том, кому можно доверять, а кому нет.
Ты можешь быть уверенным. Я люблю свою страну. А те, кто ею правит, могут идти к черту.
Алёша,
Мама,
ты когда приехал?
я приехал за Мариной.
Папочка!
Доченька.
Мы поедем сейчас домой.
Да, да. Мы сегодня вечером возвращаемся обратно в Москву, так что попрощайся с бабушкой и с дедушкой.
Марин.
Отец, если тебе позвонят из Москвы, по какому-нибудь пустяку, не знаю, там, встречи, что бы ни было, не верим. Не встречайся с ними, пожалуйста.
Ну куда, радость моя? Я тогда должен идти.
Rick, what's going on?
I'm not the only one. There's two of us.
What are you talking about?
Everything's gonna be great, Rosario. Just great.
Da.